Do you ever wonder how videos are more cinematic and engaging while others are just really boring? The secret is the use of B-roll, and it's not just any B-roll. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the right B-roll to keep your audience hooked, enhance your storytelling, and make your edits feel seamless. All right, let's dive right in. Alright guys, so I just pulled up a video project of a vlog I did just documenting what I did for one of my clients in Maryland, filming for a landscaping company. So let's go ahead and go through the video, see what type of B-roll I used. Alright, so we start off the video, obviously, 1 week in Baltimore, filming one of the best landscaping companies in Maryland. And then that just obviously immediately tells somebody what it's going to be about. But instead of just really just putting the title there, I used multiple clips for what I filmed to show exactly what we captured, and really just kind of gives the viewer excitement. So let's go on and see what else I said here and the B-roll that I used. On the first day, my friend picked me up and we would... Alright, so my friend picked me up. So notice I said my friend picked me up, and I used a clip of me recording myself in the car on the way to wherever we're going here. First day, my friend picked me up, boom, just like that. So whenever you hear stuff like that, if you have footage of it, it'd be nice to put it. I mean, this is a very easy shot. This could have been easy stock footage you could got somewhere, but I recorded it just because I needed to get the environment of Maryland, so it worked out for me. And we were to go get some tacos, probably the best tacos I've ever had. So I like to always start off my videos really, so this video was just a breakdown day per day what we did that whole week, and I wanted to start it off with something that, and I wanted to be authentic and real. So we did go stop by and get some tacos, and I took a picture of it because they were really, really good, and I decided to just put it in here too. Probably the best tacos I've ever had. Yeah, so instead of just talking about it, just show that, so it kind of like leaves the viewer like, wow, those look good. And like, if you love tacos like me, I mean, those, these look fire with the jalapeno and the lime. All right, let me stop talking before I get too hungry. So let's fast forward a couple places so where I put more B-roll over here on this side, and how we're going to attack the week and what I was going to do to help him just be comfortable. Okay, so let's go here. What did I say? And talk about the plan that we're gonna have for the week. All right, so I was just saying how we're gonna talk about the plan we're gonna have for the week, and how we're going to attack the week, and what I was going to do to help him just be comfortable in front of the camera. Okay, so I said what I was gonna do to help him, and you see me right here talking to him about something, helping him figure out the drone because he wanted to fly my drone and be comfortable in front of the camera. I mentioned here, and it's just him. He was talking to his family here, and I just decided to get a clip of him. So that right there, when I said something like, oh, get comfortable in front of the camera, it's showing him in the camera, and also authentic. Here it came off super, super authentic, and he was just doing what he was doing. He was just just talking to his family in front of the camera, because this was his first time doing it, so he wanted to make sure that everything was smooth. And I already had a huge plan already that I already talking more about that, already documented it. So let's fast forward over here where there's more B-roll. They were meeting with a big government client that they acquired through a government bidding contract. So we went to go have the meeting. They said that I look like Bruno Mars, one of them, and they really liked it. All right, so this is really good because we went to go see one of their clients, and obviously I was recording video content of them interacting with them. But so in the vlog, this was going to be perfect because I already had clips of them going and interacting, showing the plan that they're going to do, just walking into the building here. They were demonstrating how, like, just making the client envision what it was going to look like. So we went to go have the meeting. They said that I look like Bruno Mars. This is a funny thing that I added in there because they did say I look like Bruno Mars. I don't know if I look like Bruno Mars for real, but I mean, I get that a lot, that he's my doppelganger. But I decided to add a picture of him right here, side to side, one of them, and just to bring more humor into the actual video itself. We lightened the tone of the meeting, so I saw how they were able to recap the maintenance that they did for the year, what you're expecting for next year, and this. So just talking about like the details of the meeting, and then that's the meeting right there that they were having. So just talking about them recapping everything went well here. Just and right here, you know, the biggest thing, like before going into it, right? Like, and if you are filming, then you know that getting B-roll is one of the most important things to do, because it adds emotion and it adds a personal connection to the video. So this right here, you know, at the moment, it might seem a little weird to them, but this all ties into the story, because if I didn't have this type of footage of them interacting with the client, then there's no interest in it. It makes the video boring. It makes it more interesting now that I'm talking about, I'm showing exactly what they did. So let's fast forward a little bit more. I'm not going to take you out through all the 12 minutes, but I want to take you to some parts right there. So hope that makes sense for now.
Like, how can we make them feel like, you know what, if you don't like doing your lawn?
Okay, this is a good one right here. So let's go into this part right here, and I'll just press play, and then I'll explain everything.
Your lawn, and it makes them feel good about it. I always see him working on this lawn, so he motion that I was suggesting that we make their customers feel like, how can we make them feel like, you know what, if you don't like doing your lawn but you like seeing it clean, this is what we can provide for you. We provide you a stress-free and happy environment.
Break it down exactly about the stress of lawn care, right? And you know, when you're talking about that, we want to include his team working. And when I mentioned that, you know, the way that he would pitch somebody, right, it's kind of like I put him there talking to the camera, because it's good for his customers or clientele to get to know the owner, who the owner is, their personality, because that connection right there, especially in an industry like this where it's purely service based, and really it's just you go there, do a service, they pay you. But what makes you stand out more definitely than the other competition, because a lot of them are just promoting their services, is the way that you are and your personality. So definitely having content like this is going to help enhance the video and draw that emotional connection. Let's go a little bit through the video, kind of show the B-roll that I put in, and then you guys can kind of take note on like exactly where I put the B-roll and why.
This type of stuff here it takes a lot of time and work. Just to build the business, it took them like 6 months. And a lot of tears, a lot of sleepless nights, you said? Like,
yeah, so you know that I was with the business and how he had a lot of sleepless nights and acquiring it, learning about it, putting in clips of the actual landscaping and the work being done, which shows him like, okay, he's learning about it, him pointing around, you know, demonstrating the warehouse and where they put the equipment. That's also, you know, learning about it. So it's important to have those clips to enhance the story. And then I'll show you guys one more example of the B-roll. I'll just let it ride, and then I'll explain exactly why I put that B-roll in there. So let's start from here. I feel like I could go home right now. I feel like I could go home. It was we got a lot of stuff done within the hours and time frame that we've had. So that 5th day was my last day. I was leaving that night, and it started snowing. We didn't expect that. It got to like 15 degrees. I was freezing my ass off. I'm a Floridian. I'm born very light. This is like my 2nd or 3rd time really being in snow, and so just talking about the snow here. So perfect. So I was just basically here. I was breaking down day by day, like I mentioned in the beginning, and we reached day 5, and by that time I was already basically drained. I think it would have been good here for me to put a clip of me just laying down on the bed, but overall, you know, just talking about it is fine, right? But then I also included, you know, we got a lot of work done, so a clip of them working, and then talking about the snow that came in. Oh, this was super important to talking about the snow that came in, and then just showing clips of the snow. Me being in the snow, driving the trucks through the snow, and really just breaking down exactly, you know, how I felt about it and what their process was while it snows, and, you know, sometimes they can't work. Before you even do videos like this, the one I'm recording right now on YouTube, you kind of have to get a sense of where you recorded. Let's say I didn't have snow footage, I probably wouldn't be mentioning the snow, and if I did, it wouldn't add that spice to the video like how it does right here. Like 15 degrees, I was freezing my ass off. So the picture is it's a video of me and then the snow. So I could have just left it just like, you know, like this, me just talking about it, but it's better if I actually show you. Then towards the end, you just kind of just talked about it, but the meat and potatoes, look, if you've been seeing here on the timeline, a lot of B-roll, want to make sure that, you know, whatever I'm talking about, I can actually back it up, you know, provide proof and evidence, and just make sure that, you know, the story makes sense. I think we tend to overthink what makes a really good video, and this is why I stress the importance of always documenting everything that you do, because eventually you could use that to your advantage whenever you're making a final edit. Think about the documentaries that you watch. Isn't it more engaging when they bring up old photos and old videos that they have? They wouldn't have been able to bring that up if it wasn't documented. If you do want your videos to get more personal, more engaging, then start today. The first step in doing that is to document the littlest thing, like you working, you spending time with your family. It doesn't need to be so complicated, but the main thing is that all of that you can be used to your advantage when you're creating a documentary for your business or for yourself or building your personal brand, because the use of right B-roll provides an emotion like no other, and it touches the heart of your audience. If you like this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel for more storytelling tips and content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.